Being alone sucks. Well, that's what I thought for a large majority of my life. If you're anything like me, you've grown accustomed to having people around your life 24/7. From friends to family, there's never a shortage of people to distract you. But when was the last time you took the time to truly be alone? Like, I mean alone. No texting friends or family, simply having untouched time to be alone in your own thoughts. See, for the longest time that freaked me out. The thought of being alone in my own thoughts and being alone in general scared me. Even when I look back at my freshman year of college where I spent the majority of my time alone, I still had a constant itch of wanting to be around others, so I would see myself as cooler or less lame. I wasn't confident in being by myself. Then when I got into my relationship, I noticed those same thought patterns crept up again where I wanted to be by that person 24/7. I didn't want to let them go. I wasn't confident in being by myself and I didn't think I was worthy enough to be on my own. But all these thought patterns changed for me these past couple months as I went through major changes in my personal and professional life. 2 months ago, I decided to quit my job to pivot to another industry and start my own freelance photography business. That was a big decision for me because throughout my time in college and early 20s, most of my identity was wrapped around being someone that worked in sports media. I pride myself on being that person, but when I left, that identity was no longer there. Instead, the only person left was me. The real turning point came when I read Vex King's book, Good Vibes, Good Life. This book has hands down had the most positive impact when it comes to my mental, emotional, and spiritual health. Today, I wanted to share with you 3 key takeaways from the book that have helped me love myself. Number 1, gratitude. When I used to think about gratitude in the past, I could never grasp how and why people viewed this as helpful in their life. In the past, I tried journaling stuff that I was grateful for. In the moment, I felt a tiny bit better, but in the long run, I never felt any different. It wasn't until I started making the connection and pairing gratitude with being in the present. Even though the book doesn't talk about these ideas going hand in hand, there is a lot of value in viewing them that way. See, when you appreciate the present moment and stop worrying about the future, you gain a deeper sense of self and appreciation for what you have right in front of you. Now that I live in New York City, there have been times where I miss being back home in Georgia. When those moments come, I start to think about all the things I dislike about New York City. It's dirty, it's expensive, and it's noisy. But when I flip that into just savoring the moment, I start to view New York City as this amazing place filled with all walks of life that help inspire me to create. So, appreciating the present has in turn made me practice gratitude. In fact, this quote from Kung Fu Panda sums up this point perfectly. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That is why it's called the present. So learn to appreciate the present. Number 2, stop comparing yourself to other people. Nothing, I mean nothing, will make you feel worse than when you start comparing yourself to others. As I'm starting to become an online content creator and starting my own freelance photography business, I've already connected with others online who are doing the same thing as me, but they are much further along the process than I am. They already have thousands of followers and have clients booked for months. Meanwhile, I can barely get a client right now and I haven't even scratched 100 followers. But when I take a step back and realize that I started this journey much later than they did, it gives me a huge peace of mind. The funny thing is, in the past, knowing that people had more success than me made me jealous. I was envious of them. But now that I've healed myself, I approach these situations with a sense of love and joy, and I wish them nothing but success. However, this doesn't stop my drive to get better. It doesn't stop my hunger for wanting to get better, but instead, I view these with love and joy. Number 3, learn to be kind to yourself. As simple as this one is, it's the hardest one. If someone were to ask you all the things that you love in this world, how long would it take you to name yourself? See, we as humans always focus on the negatives. We always focus on what we did wrong. We never take the time to appreciate our successes, and we never take the time to forgive ourselves for our past mistakes. I've started to be more kind to myself, and I was shocked at just how much of a change that can do to you when you truly acknowledge the special person inside of you. Doing this has given me so much courage and strength to go for my goals, and it's the best support system I could ever ask for. Our lives are already so hard to begin with, so why add more stress to it by not giving yourself the love that you deserve? By no means am I 100% fixed, but now that I'm 24, I feel like I'm entering this amazing healing part of my life, and I'm starting to enjoy everything life has to offer. I implore all of you to take the time you need to find yourself so that you can live the life that you deserve. We owe that to ourselves. Sending you love and peace, Yash.